It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. And it's coming up next.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Nashville. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Achane. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A handoff running left is Mostert. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Tagovailoa. His pass caught at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Well, another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Raheem Mostert punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Levis looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. And it's fielded at the 34. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Second down and 3. Here's Tua. This is to the former Titan, Jonnu Smith. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Roger McCreary there to bring him down defensively. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, Mostert. They juked him. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down to 49. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. Levis now on 1st and 10 as they've got it as we resume action. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. And it's complete right back to Ridley. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Levis from the gun. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Levis on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Spears will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Nick Folk for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That going to be caught downfield by Hill. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up. They're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. when to get rid of the football, not take the sack, when to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Tua now on 1st down.
It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
48 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Levis. On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Third and short, it's Levis. That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Levis.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
Incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal rate, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua sets to pass it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hook there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tua to throw again. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Tua. A quick slant to Hill. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation and decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Raheem Mostert, veteran, who did some damage in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Take at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind, can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and maybe that'll carry over.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Levis to throw it. Swinging this out for Pollard. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. That'll give him 8 that time, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he won't be close. First down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. Trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. And he is going to be stuck cold behind the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On play action, here's Tua. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 64 yards. Dolphins have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick away is Sanders.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a no-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a 2nd and 6. Play action now. Levis. He completed to Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Levis's throw taken in by Ritt here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and knock one away, it's difficult. Reach out and grab him, that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him,
Well, the ball's loose. Liss has it knocked free. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And his throw here's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Short throw to Smith. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenneth Murray leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's going to get home.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, and that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Levis. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Miami set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 23.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Short throw to Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
It's a slant to Hill.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2nd down and a yard. On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw pulled in by Hopkins. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Why? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it, has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Open man downfield is Ridley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
3rd and short, it's Levis. He's got a target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And Levis going back to the air. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Little bootleg here. Levis. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, a give here to Pollard. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes third down, 7. Levis to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to flip the uprights, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit of this. What a tremendous game.
Do you want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the feet before being taken down. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
On second down, Mostert. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A Mostert, a first down carry, and this will wind up only getting him a couple. That'll bring up second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get a win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.